Jen from Girls Who Football, and I'm not in my natural habitat. I'm actually away for training, but I just saw the full press conference for Aaron Rodgers and I wanted to talk about it. So, a few weeks ago, I made a video about Aaron Rodgers not showing up to MiniCamp, and this was huge. And we've been waiting for Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers quarterback, to speak out. Well, he finally did, and it was super exciting because I actually feel like I already respected him as a player and as a person, but I feel like this press conference made me respect him even more as an individual. So, as I reported in my last video and what he was saying in the press conference, which I highly suggest you watch, it's really good, is he didn't show up for MiniCamp because he was a little upset. And now I apologize because when I did the video initially, I said that he was complaining or he was whining or something about not being involved in his management or his coaches picking the quarterback that could possibly be replacing him in the draft. So he said in his press conference that he really discussed initially, like right when the season was over in February, being a part of the conversations that his coaches were having with new personnel coming on the team. Now, there's good and bad to that. When I was first listening to the conference, I said, why do you get to be involved? That was the first thing I thought of. Why do you get to be involved? You're still a player. That's your role. You're the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. You're a player. So if coaches have to look at replacing people or adding or taking away people, that's a personnel issue that runs through their channels, right? And as I was listening to the press conference, I realized he was making a lot of valid points. So he didn't want to be a part of every personnel issue, gain, loss. He wanted to be a part of anything that would affect his career. So he wanted to have input and have say in what would affect his career. But he's also looking at himself as a 17-year veteran. He can give insight to what works and what doesn't work for the team because he's been playing with them for the past 14 years. So he wanted to provide some type of perspective that nobody else can. He wanted to kind of get in the role of possibly recruiting. So he makes some valid points, and I think that the coaches should have considered that. He's been playing with them for so long. He made a funny comment that guys don't try to come to Green Bay because it's a vacation city, a vacation location. They come because they know Aaron can win and they want to play for him, which 100% supports his recruitment factor, right? So I was listening. One of the terms he used the most was he didn't want to be a lame duck quarterback. And he didn't want to feel like it was all about money because it wasn't. And they said that when Aaron started saying that he was having, those kind of feelings towards the organization, he said that they were trying to throw more money at him, but it wasn't about the money. And he had mentioned that, with everything that's going on with the Olympics right now and Simone Biles, that he says athletes are made to be put on a pedestal, but when it comes to mental health, it's like they're not supposed to have mental health issues. They're not supposed to be able to take a step back. So Aaron was really struggling with this information, with how the team was going. They weren't making a commitment to him. Past another year, he didn't know what his future was. So, it was kind of unstable, and that's not something that he wanted. And he wanted everybody to know that he's not the victim here. He is going to training camp. He just settled some agreement with them that he wasn't going to share. He also said that he wouldn't let us know. We're not privy to what sparked his fire to come back to training camp because we didn't know what was happening at first, whether he was going to stay or whether J-Lo was going to take over as the starting quarterback. So, with everything that the media was asking him, he said, wisdom is silence, and he wanted to make sure that he approached it in a professional way. So he didn't want to go back and forth with the organization that's been paying him good money for the past 14 years. He wanted to come at it professionally. So I thought that was really good. You know, he was able to spend time with his family. He was able to get himself back in the game, and, you know, coming back to training camp and being around the guys, being in the locker room, becoming that leader again and showing up. That's what I think sparked his fire. I think he doesn't do it for himself. He does it for his team. He does it for his fans. And I think that's very respectable. So I think this is going to be a good year for Aaron Rodgers. Not sure if he's going to stay in past this season or not, but I definitely respect his points. I definitely respect where he was coming from. I think that athletes are starting to come out more with their wants and needs and what affects the organization in a good way, and their intentions are really good. So I think that Aaron Rodgers doing that just gives, you know, opens the door for others to speak out and say, this isn't right, or this is what we should do. You know, I'm a part of this organization. I see it too. I'm not just a player, right? I'm not just a player. Good on Aaron. I hope he has a great season, and I'm glad that he was able to speak out, speak up, and let us know everything that was on his mind. I think that was a fair opportunity because we already heard from the coaches. And the fans want you, Aaron. So I'm glad you're here for another year. Bye, guys.